three most important aspects of valuing property is location, location, location. Now, does that still apply to investment properties? I would say it does, but not for the reasons that you actually think. Now, a lot of people would say, well, location is going to dictate the appreciation on that property. And that's absolutely true, even on an investment property. But most property investors are less concerned with the appreciation and more concerned with managing the property and the cash flow that it's going to generate. Property that's in bad locations is going to demand less rent or get less rent for that property. So that's one aspect. The other aspect may be the type of people that want to rent the property. If they can barely afford to rent, they may be more difficult to deal with. It's been my observation that a lot of times the horror stories that we see of people destroying houses, they come from the lower rented houses, not the higher rented houses. Now, that's just a generalization. Obviously, there's exceptions there as well. But I think generally speaking, you're safer when you're renting out a higher end house. You're safer that the people that are going to be there are going to treat the house better. They're going to be better people to deal with. Those are just things that you need to take into consideration. And a lot of times the location makes a huge difference. If you are in a lower income part of town, you're going to get lower rent. You're going to deal with the clientele that comes along with that. If you're in a nicer part of town, you're going to get higher rent. And the people that can afford that are going to be people that make more money, that are different clientele in that aspect as well. Again, this is generalization, but those two aspects, I think, play a huge part in which location you find your rentals in.